needs to be done. We'll go with Councillor Mr. Samuel.
Good morning, everyone. Everyone here and also DOT. Shay Samuel Sagens, yeah. Councillor Chapter, the coordinator, Shananish. Ado, Tudich Eaton, Slino, but Ani Bush's chain. That's Ani the Shado, a she, the Shanal. Only Councillor Billigana snares the Ado. She how Ado da Aja, Adon Sha. Nikadin Reto Tadikest. I guess the number one priority for Councillor Chapter is getting the N46 construction started and completed for the 5 miles to 7 miles that they have been telling us that's going to start. It was supposed to start in March, and now they gave us a new date of October. The chapter president tells us that he meets with NDOT, calls them, and they give him all this information. As to how true that is, I guess I would like to find out who he's meeting with that's getting all the information from him. He's giving them all the information. At one time, they told us that the end of the pavement in Apache Corner, N474 to the crossroads, it's probably about 11, 13 miles of dirt road. Before, they told us that all of that was funded, and now he's telling us that a lot of that we have to go seek our own funds for that, for $18 million. So I don't know what is true anymore. And I know that we got an email stating that, what's the name of that? Wilson and Company. They're doing the surveys out there now. Again, prior to that, that place has been surveyed more than 3 times in the past. So we just need to get that done. At the same time, that N46 within that range, there's a high volume of oil truck traffic industry. As far as back as I can remember, that used to be a wagon trail. Way back in the 60s, one summer we came home and that wagon trail had been bladed. And that's how all the roads are like that there. They used to be wagon trails and now they're just, they've been bladed like N474 from Apache Corner to the crossroads. They informed us that that was going to be paved, and now it's just kind of standing at a standstill. We don't know when it's going to happen. Then from the crossroads, where we call it, to cornfields, that's about another 4 or 5 miles. That's also just been sitting there. Every once in a while, we have a verbal agreement with Ohoncino Chapter because they have a grader. And we purchase the diesel for them and pay for the operator to do one time back and forth. And that has helped some at times, and also it helps the bus route because the school buses use those roads. And so, but from the old Liebrook plant to straight south, about 2 miles of it is on private land. That road, the industry, oil companies put up $2 million. I don't know how many oil companies did, and they really upgraded that dirt road. But now, because of all the mud and high traffic, it gets really rough. So that's the main thing here, is the completion of N46 and also N474 to Apache Corner to get those roads built and paved. Because during the wintertime or when it rains, those roads become impassable. A lot of our community people use those two roads to go in and out of the community, to go to work in Durango, Farmington, Bloomfield, Rio Rancho, all those places, Espanola. We have some people that also work at Los Alamos. So if you drive through there around about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, you'll see all their community members coming off, going to work. When it becomes really impassable, it's almost impossible to travel through there. One of the other things that we noticed that they're doing is when they blade the road, they just keep getting deeper and deeper. There's no runoff on the side for the water to go, so they pretty much just become like an irrigation ditch. And when that happens, the oil companies, when they put their tire chain on, it pulls up a lot of dirt and makes huge potholes. And we used to joke about saying if you drive from Apache Corner to 550, you can actually build a vehicle because of all the vehicle parts that get left behind in the water or on the side of the road. So you can build your own vehicle, is what we used to say. Those are the main things that we have. Then there's some other roads that were once, like I said, wagon trail that are now been bladed. And so that's pretty much what I'm going to report to you. The first time we ever saw NDOT out there was 2 guys in a flatbed truck. They told us they were lost. We just laughed at them and pointed them. You need to go back down that way. So then a couple of times we got a visit from Engineer Tech from Shiprock. She told us that she was doing a follow-up on all the reports that the operators had submitted to the office stating that they worked on this and that. So we don't see no DOT out here, no individuals working there. The only other time we ever saw them was when 2 main roads and they were washed out. So they came out there and tried to fix it as much as they did, just temporarily. So through ARPA, our council delegate encouraged us to apply for a grader. We're receiving reports that that's going to come through sometime in June. Hopefully that does happen, because I know there's a lot of wear and tear on Ojo Encino's grader, because we use it, they use it, and so that's about it. That's what I have. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We'll go on ahead and have Leanne talk a little bit about the list. We don't have Mr. Bradley here because he's trying to meet a deadline for bridges for this year, so he's coordinating with a lot of people. So we excused him for these meetings because we want to make sure that we try to get in as many bridges as we can. All right.
Okay, so I have his notes. So we distribute quarterly reports, Navajo DOT, to every chapter, every quarter. So if you are missing or we are missing your emails, make sure you get it with our other planner here from Northern, Amanda Tolino. She's back there. So we normally just send it to the chapters, so whatever the chapters and email is, but if you want to get your own quarterly report from us, please put your emails down with us. So for N46 and N474, I got 4 bullets here, so I'll read it word for word. So Wilson and Company Incorporated is working to complete design. So this project is currently under design. They're working to complete the design, the environmental, right-of-way documents for 5 miles of N46 and 6.5 miles of N474. Project budget of $16.8 million will construct 5 miles of N46. Project will need additional funding of $23 million to construct 6.5 miles of N474. Development of the 70% design plans is on hold, waiting for BLM review and approval of the right-of-way application and proposed right-of-way alignment. Wilson and Company is on hold for cultural resources and environmental studies pending response from BLM on the Navajo DOT's right-of-way application. Last bullet. Navajo DOT and Wilson and Company submitted right-of-way maps and application to BLM for N46 and N474 on October 6th, 2021. BLM review did not occur, and upon follow-up, they request that Navajo DOT resubmit the right-of-way application. Navajo DOT and Wilson and Company resubmitted the right-of-way application, right-of-way maps to BLM on February 20th, 2023. BLM will provided email responses with comments on March 30th, 2023 and May 8th, 2023. Wilson and Company addresses BLM comments and resubmitted the right-of-way application on October 28th, 2023. Let's see. November 7th, 2023, BLM provided an application, received decision letter on December 7th, 2023. Navajo DOT and Wilson and Company are currently awaiting notification. So we are waiting for notification from BLM on the next steps to complete the right-of-way application process. So that's from our quarterly report. So it was submitted for Tribal Transportation Improvement Program. So 2024, they're going to put $2 million into construction. Now that's pending BLM. And then they're going to put $400,000 into construction engineering for 2025. For 2026, they're going to put another $400,000. So the whole project is going to cost $18.4 million. And the scope of work is project design is 60% archaeological, biological, environmental, in progress by Navajo DOT, right-of-way waiting on BLM, and $18.4 million. So there's the update. So let us know if you haven't received the Q2. Even though we're coming up with Q3, please, we'll get those emailed out to you also. Thank you.